manufacturer right now, we're getting word that their estimating department is backed up again because of tariffs, so they've had a rush on orders. So that's something that we could have some potential challenges with as well. But that's not something that's critical to the move-in or the occupancy of the building, but we'll continue to work through that. I'll provide some more information so we can at least talk about options of what we might want to consider doing for that as we move forward. So that's what I have for updates. With any questions?
Questions, comments?
Yes. What about the tariffs?
In terms of, well, I mean, the bulk of our products are ordered. So we did get confirmation that the furniture has been ordered, so we won't have any additional pricing on that. We're locked
So
in.
we're in good for that.
We're good and locked in on the pricing that they quoted us. So that order's been confirmed that it's been placed. Like I said, the bulk of the, orders for the building, to my knowledge, are, prepaid or are already in place. So, there could be some small adjustments. We're still looking at that beam seating for outside the courtrooms. We haven't ordered that yet. That pricing that I gave you guys a couple weeks ago is just something I found quoted on the website. So, I don't know if that type of pricing will change as we get ready to place orders, but we'll bring that before you with, final order and pricing before we place anything.
Thank you.
Yes.
Questions, comments? The only question I have is, you've done this before with some fairly large projects. We're 8 weeks out for our certificate of occupancy. In your opinion, are we doing everything, are we on track for meeting that goal?
Yeah, I think we are. Boughton's been really good at working through any issues that are coming up, working through final inspections. So, the only thing that I could see delay that is if the door order, for example, is pushed off again. Right now the confirmation says that we will have them in time to get them installed. But until we have that product on site, we can't fully 100% guarantee that, but I know they're doing everything they can to push that and make sure that does happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, that's item number 1. Next up, item number 2, Veterans Town Hall request. It's the discussion item. And Tom Freeman, are you on the phone?
Yes, Commissioner, I'm on the phone.
It's your show. Go ahead and tell us what.
Okay. Got it. Sorry, I think there's a delay on the phone line here. So on May 21st, there's going to be a Veterans Town Hall, which is going to take place at NIC and is sponsored by the American Legion and Idaho Division of Veteran Services Community Outreach Coordinator. Just a real quick background. This started out as an American Legion event, and IDVS outreach coordinator got involved, and that morphed, and now IDVS is taking lead, and they're aware that we put on a very successful town hall last year. So Idaho Division of Veteran Services has been reaching out to me, and then now I'm involved in helping out, but I am not the lead. But nonetheless, it's going to be a very similar town hall to what we put on with Commissioner Brooks last year. And so with that, we're looking to get some county resources, potentially utilize Jonathan and his resources in the BOCC, and potentially some commissioner support, specifically yourself, Commissioner Matari. So what I'm asking for from the board is if we do need some resources from Jonathan in the county, that we have permission to utilize those resources for this event.
And can you kind of elaborate on what you think those resources might be?
Maybe connecting into using some of the communication assets that we have so we can broadcast it online, either through YouTube or what's the other one that people normally use for group events online, where people can log in.
Or like Zoom or something?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, something like Zoom. So we may need some technical expertise, to get those electronics set up, and Jonathan has some expertise in that. and he's willing to assist. But again, we need the BOCC's approval, to get his assistance with that. We don't see a lot, where this is going to be a large cost or a large time sink.
So it would be using North Idaho College's equipment and then having Jonathan there to help operate it.
Yes. And then maybe add to make the meeting as as accessible as possible to those that are not in attendance.
Okay. Thoughts, questions? It's fine. Commissioner Eberlein?
Nope.
Okay with you? Okay. Well, I think you have direction.
Okay. All right. Thank you, commissioners.
All right. Thank you. That concludes our business items. Public comment. Hearing none. 10:08. Meeting adjourned.